It's chipping time on the rural project. Morning, welcome back to the rural project. So today we are going to work our way through all the bits of wood that we've pulled out of the area behind me. So you can see all the timber there, all the branches and twigs. They all need pushing through the chipper. And today is going to be the day when we get all that done. Before we do that, I just thought I'd say, last night I stayed over here, and for the first time in 4 or 5 years that I've had this land, I was woken up at just gone midnight by deer, a big stag deer doing the big bellows. I could hear them not far away from the shed where I was staying, and yeah, it was pretty cool to hear. If I've caught them on trail camera, I'll stick the images in the video as I'm talking here now. If I didn't catch them, oh well, you just got my ugly mug to look at for a little bit longer. But yeah, it was pretty cool to hear. I know I'd seen recently a fair few deer prints, and I've caught the stags on camera just a couple of times recently. But yeah, last night that was pretty awesome. They were bellowing away, and it woke me up. So that was nice to hear, first time ever. So hopefully that's a sign of the forest coming back to life after the fires from years ago. Okay, so we've got the first pile to go through. Just here we have the chipper all backed into position and ready to go. I've just done a few little pieces through it. I was just doing a bit of greasing and maintenance on it, but it's all good to go now. So let's get this thing fired up and let's get that pile of wood turned into chips. Okay, we'll get this thing fired up now. So once I engage the drive, just listen to the motor build its revs, and then we are good to go chipping. that was pretty good going. As you can see behind me, all that wood is now gone. So nicely chipped up and out of the way. That tidies that area up quite nicely. What we have down the hill, this is a decent layer of wood chips. Not a bad distance and throw from the Hansa. My plan with all of this is, if I can, I'll put the wood back into the land, get a bit of nutrients back in after those fires from years ago. I think it's necessary. It's not always easy to do though, as you can imagine. Burning all the waste is a lot easier, but that sometimes is a job in its own right. So listen, what I'm going to do now, I'm going to carry on down the hill to the dam. I'll move the car further down the hill now, and I will go and tackle the next pile. Now this next pile, much bigger than the first one. Well, kind of two piles in one pile there, and then some odds and scraps as we go further down. So my plan is to chip all of this, and then look at getting the bigger saws out and cutting some of these trees down that still need to be cut. The first thing really was just to try and tidy this up, and it means then that this section that I've done, it's actually complete. I've not still got a whole mess there. So when I turn up, I can see that it's all nicely cleared. I can see what areas I've still got to do and what areas are already now complete 100%. Right, let's put this on time lapse and you guys can watch me smash it out in hyperspeed. So that is it for today. I was going to get the saws out and get into some of this wood that's sort of dead standing. That big lump in the middle of the camera there, it's all the branches. When you follow it up, it's totally dead. It's just got some suckers down at the base which is still alive, and there's some trees further through there. So I was going to get into those, but yeah, I just received a phone call from a repeat customer after some more firewood, and said he's totally out. So I said I'd get some to him this afternoon. So I'm going to go load the trailer, load the back of the ute. Is after 3 cubes, which is great, and I'll get that to him this afternoon. If you have a look down here, so all this stuff is all now gone, nicely chipped over the edge. Put a bit of goodness back into the soil, and it looks a heck of a lot tidier along here. Obviously, once I start cutting down these trees, I'm going to make a bit more of a mess again, but I don't know when I'll get to that. So for now, we've got a nice tidy area where I was working, and everything I wanted to get done is done in this area. There's one thing about the chipper, it sure does make a lot of dust. You can see the back of the ute tray there, and let's see the roof of the car and the bonnet. Obviously, well, it'll disappear once I get driving along. Right, I'm going to call it for today now, head home. So thank you very much for watching, really do appreciate it. If you've enjoyed it, stick some comments in the section below, let me know what you're up to, and don't forget to click that like button. Right, I will see you next time on The Rural Project.